Meme coins. Unless you've been living under a rock for the past few years, I'm sure you've heard about crypto's newest trend. You might have even seen others gain massive profits off of these oddly named virtual tokens. They might initially seem lighthearted, especially since most are created based on popular and funny memes. However, when you delve deeper, you discover that meme coins are part of a concerning trend in the crypto industry, one that is driven by greed and malicious intent. But to reach the bottom of the rabbit hole, we'll have to go back in time. The 2008 financial crisis was the worst global market crash since the 1929 Wall Street crash, which sparked the Great Depression. Predatory lending practices led to the subprime mortgage crisis, and an overall lack of regulation of financial institutions contributed as well. One man, known as Satoshi Nakamoto, saw the problems with the financial system and realized that many of its flaws could be fixed if people switched to a decentralized and secure payment system. The economic crisis in 2008 was largely due to the irresponsible decisions of central banks. To Nakamoto, these banks couldn't be trusted with entire economies, so his idea was to create a digital currency with no third party involved, a truly decentralized form of payment. Nakamoto's idea became a reality on January 3, 2009, as his currency was first released. The name of the currency? Bitcoin. And the message embedded in Bitcoin's first block? The Times, January 3, 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks, referring to the British government's failure to re-stimulate the economy after the financial collapse. Overall, Bitcoin was an ambitious project that sought to solve various problems in the financial system. First of all, centralized control of currency by banks and governments means that the stability of said currency depends on the actions of the controlling parties. Any risky actions could destabilize entire economies. To counter this, Bitcoin replaced trust in intermediaries with trust in cryptographic algorithms. In other words, instead of relying on a financial institution to keep track of transactions and manage currency, encrypted data enters a blockchain that records all past transactions. This blockchain is publicly available, so unlike financial institutions that often have transparency issues, anyone can view all past transactions from anywhere at any time. As previously mentioned, governments in a centralized monetary system can print money whenever they see fit. To counter this problem, Bitcoin was created with a limited supply of 21 million coins. The last of these 21 million will be mined by the year 2140. Bitcoin was a silent protest, hoping to combat corruption and fraud within centralized financial systems. But to see how financial systems got to this point, we'll need to go back even further. It starts with Mesopotamia's barter system, where goods and skills were exchanged directly. The agricultural revolution in the Fertile Crescent created stable food supplies, enabling economies to expand and foster specialized labor. This shift started a cycle of economic growth in the area. Commodity money like barley, silver, and salt emerged as standardized mediums of exchange due to their intrinsic value, replacing the inefficiencies of bartering. By 600 BCE, coins made from precious metals became widespread, offering greater standardization, portability, and durability. This innovation supported the growth of trade and empires as trade became more efficient. In the 13th century, China introduced paper money backed by precious metal reserves, which was lighter and more convenient than coins. The Yuan dynasty established the world's first state-controlled fiat currency system, unifying monetary policy across their empire. The modern era brought significant changes with the establishment of the Central Bank of England in 1694, which enabled the issuance of money not tied to physical commodities. By the late 20th century, digital and electronic payment systems revolutionized transactions, making them faster, more secure, and more accessible. Each stage of currency evolution reflects humanity's pursuit of simpler and more efficient ways to facilitate trade. Bitcoin seemed to be the next big evolution, finally taking the power away from large central banks and giving it back to the people. At a time where trust in governments and banks was dwindling, Satoshi provided a glimmer of hope for the future of finance. But where did it all go wrong? It is estimated that Nakamoto mined about 1 million Bitcoins before his disappearance in 2010, a year after he initially created Bitcoin. By 2011, 1 Bitcoin was equal to the value of $1. Fast forward to early 2013, and 1 Bitcoin was now worth $100. Bitcoin's future as a viable currency was changed forever this year, as the US placed regulations on Bitcoin miners, classifying them as money services businesses subject to legal obligations. The FBI seized about 30,000 Bitcoin from Ross Ulbricht, the founder of the illegal crypto-based drug marketplace Silk Road. The People's Bank of China halted Bitcoin transactions by all Chinese financial institutions, resulting in a price drop for the currency. All of these actions hurt Bitcoin's viability as a currency. People began to question whether Bitcoin was truly a safe and reliable method of payment. All the while, Bitcoin's investment potential became more and more attractive to consumers. Despite all that happened, Bitcoin was able to reach $1,000 by the end of 2013. On December 6, 2013, the crypto world was unknowingly changed forever. The birth of the first ever meme coin came with Dogecoin, a currency invented by 2 software developers as a joke poking fun at the volatility and impracticality of crypto as a whole. But unlike other meme coins today, Dogecoin wasn't created with any malicious intent, and it surely wasn't made for the purpose of utility like Bitcoin. A series of tweets from Elon Musk caused Dogecoin to reach its all-time high in April of 2021. Later that year, there were about 124 different meme coins in existence. Fast forward to today, where it's easier and cheaper than ever to create a new one. There are tens of thousands of meme coins out there, the majority of them already dumped by their creators for profit. Speaking on that, what does it mean for a coin to be dumped? Pump and dumps have been around for decades, as they are essentially a variation of a Ponzi scheme. They occur when a holder, most often the creator in terms of meme coins, artificially inflates the value of a share by spreading false positive information to drive buyers. When enough people put their money in, the holder cashes out on the inflated stock, leaving buyers with losses on their investment. While pump and dumps are highly illegal on regulated stock exchanges like the New York Stock Exchange or NASDAQ, it's easy to see how they would be common on unregulated cryptocurrencies. Remember that all cryptos stem from Satoshi's original idea of a decentralized currency. Decentralized is good when it comes to cutting out banks and governmental influence, but bad when it comes to regulating ethical practices. So when it comes to meme coins, they are the ultimate front for scammers. Combined with marketing schemes to raise hype around projects, meme coins are the modern-day Ponzi scheme, only more malicious and harmful. And the worst part of it all is the very reason why crypto was created. There's barely enough accountability for wrongdoings in the crypto space because crypto is not supposed to be a regulated system. Under the surface, many meme coins are simply fronts for illegal scams, which would otherwise be punishable if they occurred under a regulated system. Investors are allured by marketing schemes, many thinking that they have found the next 100x, only for them to incur losses. The same story has been repeated time and time again. Rug pull after rug pull, losses upon losses. In the meme coin space, there are only a few big winners, with most investors left with losses. Now, this video doesn't intend to defame crypto and meme coins, but rather state the facts surrounding the negative side of the space. Contrary to how it's seen today, cryptocurrency wasn't started as an investment vehicle. It was created to counter centralized monetary systems, where governments and large banks control the stability of entire economies. The motive was to increase the utility of virtual assets, helping people take control of their own money. However, what we're seeing with meme coins today completely contradicts this. Projects are started just for the sake of profit, many times leaving thousands of buyers in losses. Until today, we don't know who or where Satoshi Nakamoto is. But if one thing is certain, the future he imagined for crypto is nothing like what we see today.